Good morning.
Morning and welcome back to another video. We are out scouting today. We are out on the beautiful plains of Colorado, and we're going to go scouting for some pronghorn today. We're out to this area that we've never been to before just to go check it out and see if we can find any pronghorn. And we have a kind of a tactic in mind. I think we're just going to cover some ground and use our Onyx maps and mark anywhere where we see pronghorn, and hopefully they're there in a couple months when we come back to hunt. But just a totally new area, so we're just going to explore it, and so we know what it looks like come hunting season, so that'll be kind of nice. But there's lots of area out here. This unit has tons of public land, so we got a lot of area to check out and lots of places to hunt, so should be a good time.
Let's go find some pronghorn.
Well, we just saw the first buck or first pronghorn of the trip. There's a group of 5. Looks like 4 does and 1 pretty good buck. We spotted him from the highway, and Kendra saw that there's a sweet road that we can get back here to get a little closer to go check him out. So we're going to use it real quick. Go back there and see if we can get a little closer. He's not too far though, so we'll see if we can get some better video of him. See if we get a little closer.
People are dying. Just kidding. Alright, so we're back at camp midday. We're gonna make some lunch really quick. We've seen 11 pronghorn, 1 buck, does, and 2 little babies. So we'll go back out this afternoon, see what we find.
Was the buck a shooter?
Heck yes. He was definitely a shooter. He was really nice. He was right off the road too. But he was really, really skittish, which seemed weird. They like locked onto us the minute we stopped the truck. So the search continues for more bucks. We'll find them.
Okay, midday lunch at camp. A little elk and mushroom stroganoff. We pre-made this and then we brought it out here and just heated it up in a pot. But hopefully soon there'll be a new YouTube video we're gonna do where we actually make some of this stuff up and we freeze it for later use. Sorry it's a little loud. We got fans going because it's 90 degrees in here. The AC talking 90 degrees. Woo.
It's hot.
It's way too hot to be in the trailer, so our little AC is working pretty good, but it just probably needs more ice in it, honestly. We didn't really anticipate the ice melting this much, and even the Yeti is it's still
Struggling.
cold, but it's struggling with like 90 plus temps, and we're just out in the middle of nowhere, so that you guys saw, so it's warm. So we're gonna go cruise around in the truck with the AC on and scout, pretty much kind of like we have been, kind of like you would for a pronghorn hunt, or how you would hunt for a pronghorn hunt anyways. Just drive around in glass, and hopefully you see some. We saw some back down the road when we first came in. Those ones that you guys saw, and they didn't even run really, so just kind of depends upon the pronghorn, I guess. So some of them we might be able to get some videos, some of them we might not, so
It'll just depend.
yeah, but hopefully we find some stuff. We're gonna go in the opposite way of where we have been going. So we've been heading south, and then west, and then north. So mostly the west side of this road that we're on. We're gonna go hit the east side now, and there's so many roads and stuff out here, it's crazy. So there's so much area so to look, and hopefully maybe to see one. Probably be bedded right now because it's so hot.
It's so hot. For some energy, because it's like 80 plus degrees and there's not a cloud in the sky.
I feel like there's 3 things on this trip that I really want to accomplish, which was learn the area and know what it looks like before the hunt. 2, possibly find where some pronghorn are, or see some on the land that we can hunt. And then 3, figure out the water situation. So is there like creeks out here?
We found a couple of stock tanks that had water, but
yeah, so far we've gotten all 3.
Yep.
We've learned the area, not but just a decent area, like a pretty good chunk. I would say probably like a good 5,000-6,000 acre chunk.
it's a big unit.
Yeah, there's like 250,000 acres of public land in this unit. So we learned about 5 or 6 this morning, and then we're gonna go check out some more. But then we have seen some animals on the area we can hunt, which is sweet. And then we are kind of figuring out the water thing. Doesn't seem like there's a ton of water out here.
Yeah, there's no consistency. Like, some of the stock tanks are filled, some aren't. There's a little creek south.
Yeah, there's a river to the south. It's more of like a creek, I would say.
But it's like down a decently steep canyon, so
yeah.
You need water.
So there's really only 2 water sources for the pronghorn out here. We got the river, the main river, and then the stock tanks. And what we've been doing is, anytime we see a stock tank that is full of water, and we've been kind of trying to check every stock tank that we can see, and everyone that has water we've been marking on Onyx maps.
Yeah.
So that we know that that's a place where they potentially could get water, because it's bone dry out here. I mean, it's just cactus country, so
yeah. The search continues.
yeah, cactus country and brush buck, I think is what they call it.
But you guys know me, I love cactus. They're all blooming. The cactus out here are all blooming with pink and yellow flowers. Pretty. So we just found another stock tank. It does have water in it. There's a bunch of cattle around it right now, but it wouldn't be the first time cattle and pronghorn use the same water source, so I'm sure they probably come. So we're gonna mark it really quick on our Onyx so that we know that this is a filled stock tank. Here I was adding pictures, so we'll mark it so we know when we come back out, it'll be someplace we can check to see if there's pronghorn hanging out.
Logging another water tank. else what happened.
He saw a big herd of pronghorn, so we stopped to see if we could look at them. And it's really hot out, and we're like, oh, let's get in the back of the truck. We'll turn it off so that it's not vibrating. And then he was like, oh, well, it's hot. Maybe we'll leave it on. And he went to turn the key again, and nothing happened. Like nothing. He's like, don't worry about it. Go look for the pronghorn. Come on. So he messed with the battery and it finally turned on, so we're not turning the car off again until we get back to camp. New rule.
How far are we from
I
any
don't
civilization?
even know how far we literally keep talking about, like, man, we're out here in the middle of nowhere. We haven't seen anybody. Yikes.
Yeah, we're pretty deep. I don't know how far. I know we're 25 miles at camp from the highway.
Yeah.
Which is another like 25 miles from civilization. And we're probably 15 miles from camp.
Yeah.
Deep into this section of public.
It's like 90 some degrees out.
We're about 65 miles from civilization.
Yeah.
It's almost 100 degrees out. And we almost got stuck out here. Oh. We have plenty of gas.
We have a cooler with some water and some eggs.
Well, crisis averted, thank God.
We're not stopping the car again.
But the reason why we're out here so far is because this is a limited entry tag. It took us like 5 years to get this tag, so we put in for 5 years. We put in for preference points, and we're just saving them, and then finally cashed them in this year. So that's why there's a lot of public land and a lot of pronghorn. It seems like we've been seeing more and more, especially on this side this afternoon. A lot more pronghorn.
Yeah.
We've seen two pretty good groups now. I think we're just gonna scoot around the edge, and we should be able to see these ones.
Yeah, get curious. Come on over here.
Double dinks, super small bucks. Got a doe walking right towards us. Let's see how close she gets. There's a water tank right up here. It might have some water in it, so if she's coming to get a drink. Oh, she turned around. She probably saw us and freaked out. Shooter for sure, huh?
Definitely. Oh, he's tall.
Holy cow.
Look how dark his face is. a little dark, and he's got that dark ring around his neck. We just ran into a dead end, so we flipped around and just saw probably the nicest buck, you think?
Yeah, he's up there.
He was really nice. He had a really, really dark face. Really tall.
Big cutters.
Yeah. He just got spooked a little bit and took off though. But he's up here. We got some good footage of him, but oh, he's nice. So nice. He's like the 5th shooter we've seen.
6.
6? Jeez.
6 shooters. 6 shooters, 27 pronghorn now?
27, yeah.
7, 8 bucks.
So they're out here. They're by the watering tanks. We've determined that anytime we go to buy a water tank that's full, we see pronghorn.
Within like a half mile to a mile.
Yeah. Even with cattle around. So, oh man.
He's eating on that dead cow, I bet, huh?
Yep. Oh, you stupid cow, you're in the way. Alright, no more going through gates. No one around here knows how to make a gate that's stiff but openable. Like, good God. Okay, we just spotted 4 more pronghorn. He's trying to videotape them. They're way, way out there on the skyline. Right. Look at his tiny little white butt. There he goes. God, the babies are quick.
Alright, well, sorry it's a little windy again, as always. But it's the end of day 1 of our scouting today for pronghorn. Thanks for hanging out with us. It was pretty successful, I think.
Yeah.
We saw like 50 plus pronghorn, a handful of good shooter bucks, a lot on public land, which is really cool. And I think we did all 3 things today, which was 1, learn kind of the area, 2, find some animals that we can hunt in the area, and then 3, kind of figure out the water situation. And I think we did all 3 today for sure. I don't know how many waypoints we put on Onyx, but probably at least, I don't know, 20.
I put at least 20 on mine.
20, 25 waypoints between each of us on Onyx, so a lot of them are the same, but yeah, lots of waypoints, just trying to figure this place out and trying to figure out what's going on. And we saw a lot of pronghorn today, which is really exciting. Some really good bucks too. A lot of the bucks were like the mid 60s class and maybe like low 70s on the high end, so quality animals for sure. But we got the shower tent set up and we're gonna take a shower and then eat some food and just kind of enjoy the evening out here on the prairie.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. We drove a bunch of miles today. It's like 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock till
7 o'clock
yeah,
again.
7 o'clock again, just driving around trying to figure this place out. Saw a lot of country today.
A lot of country. A lot of country, a lot of animals. Good day.
Yeah.
Lots
Saw
of babies.
turkeys, deer, maybe deer. No,
Maybe
you
deer.
did say
I saw
deer.
deer.
Saw deer, turkeys, and pronghorn today. Lots of babies, lots of fawn pronghorn, so really good to see that too. So anyways, stay tuned. Day 2 tomorrow. We got like a half day and then we'll pack up and head out of here. So anyways, stay tuned. Day 2. Oh my god, guys, cut. Not the end of the video. Just took a shower. Epic sunset. Scouting sunset. Wow. Looks like it's on fire. So sweet.
Hey everyone. I just wanted to say really quick, hop in here. I know we already ended the video for the day, but if you are on the fence about buying a shower tent so that when you are out camping, like, you know, on a national forest or whatever, and you've been on the fence about buying it or not, do it. Being able to just like shower and rinse off your body after being in the wind or the sun or having sunscreen on or whatever it may be, there's just nothing better. We took our shower and like the sun was setting and it was gorgeous. So I would say if you've been thinking about maybe buying a shower tent and you're like, maybe, I don't know, I would vote 100% yes. Do it. You will not regret it. We just recently got like one of the electric shower pumps, not electric, it's battery powered, shower head things, and you can start and stop it with your foot, you know, and I'm telling you guys, it's just the best thing ever to be able to shower after a day of hiking, a day of hunting, shed hunting, setting trail cams, like whatever it may be, or even just like today we drove around in the car, but the wind was blowing so hot all day. We did walk out a couple of times, like it refreshes you and it reinvigorates you for the next day. So if you're on the fence, like I said, do it. You'll love it. That's my advice. Okay, good night. This is our lasagna roll-ups. So there's 3 roll-ups in there. And we're gonna throw it in a pot of boiling water and let it heat up. And we'll cut it open and have it for dinner. Pretty simple.
I make KK drive in the morning, don't tell her that. But stay tuned for day 2. Maybe we'll see some more animals. It's really more just like an animal filming show today. So tomorrow, hopefully we'll do the same thing. We'll see some more animals. Hopefully we can get a little closer to some of these bigger bucks and get some better footage of them for you guys. Share it with you guys. Anyways, good night. See you later. Bye from the Colorado prairie. Look at that beautiful sunset. Enjoy it. We'll see you guys later.
Good morning. We are getting ready for day 2 of the scout trip for Pronghorn. So since it gets to, I think like it's supposed to get to almost 100 degrees today, it's warm where we're camping. So we don't have to run the generator and heat up the trailer. We go with iced coffee in the morning or cold brew coffee. We also this time went with some yogurt and some granola. So again, we don't have to turn on any of the heating apparatuses and we can just stay, keep the trailer as cool as possible. So that's a little tip for everybody. You guys, I'm about to show you the biggest grasshopper ever. He's been in the back of the truck all night. He's like Hopper from Ants. Or it's A Bug's Life. Bug's Life?
Yeah. The Bug's Life Hopper.
Like, I imagine he has Kevin Spacey's voice and he's about to go yell at some little ants. But he's been back there since last night. Mr. Grasshopper.
Ooh, snake in the road. We don't know anything about snakes, but it looks like maybe a red racer. Super red. Definitely not a rattlesnake. He's huge though. See if we can get a good video. He's really long.
I saw him slither out from the side and I was like, oh, snake.
Well, a little update while we're driving down the road. That's the first snake of the trip. But we've seen a couple snakes this summer. We saw a bull snake the other day that was pretty big. And then on the way out here, we ran over a rattlesnake on the highway on accident. But he was out in the middle and we couldn't swerve and miss him. So far today we've seen some pronghorn. We've seen, we've seen like a couple does. Probably like 7-8 does. And we saw another group that was like 4 or 5 does and 1 buck with them, and he was an okay buck. Probably an okay shooter, not super big, but not really small either. But still driving.
Should I go this way?
Well, we stopped real quick to grab a water, go to the bathroom, and glass a little bit, and I glassed up. Looks like a pretty good buck from pretty far off, but he's way down there, so but he's by himself, so we're gonna try to get a little closer. These gnats are driving me crazy, or these little flies, whatever the heck they are. See if we can get a little closer and you guys a little videotape of him. Well, another update. It's only 10:30. We've been out for an hour and a half because we slept in because we were out all day yesterday. So, well, we've already seen a lot of pronghorn again today. Just we came up to another little roller, so each little rise will come up kind of glass, and then we go down, and we'll come up another little rise and glass. And we came up to this one. I was like, let's stop here and glass. And sure enough, I glassed up like a pretty good little set, or a pretty good little herd of pronghorn. I think there was, looks like there's like 6 or 7 does and 1 buck, and he's kind of driving them, which is kind of cool. So he's already kind of got them herded up, which is kind of interesting. But it's pretty sweet. They're out there. I don't know how far they are. They're out there for quite a ways. When we get the new spotting scope and phone scope, we'll be able to set it up and get some better video for you guys.
What the headed to this water tank to get water?
They might be. There's a water tank out here.
We saw that buck further down the road. He kind of disappeared. We didn't know where he went. He just popped up. We moved closer to this water tank and he just popped up. He's got 2 new does. He's kind of hanging out, trying to decide if he wants to bed down next to a cactus. Hold on. I see some running out there. Are those that? 3 of the does just took off running. He's still standing up here on this hillside though with one of the other does. But anyways, he popped back up with 2 new does. He starts walking to the right. 2 more does are walking towards him. But 3 of them just took off. And he's just standing up there, but he's a shooter. He's nice. And he's literally just chilling up there. Like he's not chasing these does or anything. He's just walking around finding the ladies. Update. We've been driving and driving. We've seen a couple of groups of does, but we hadn't seen a buck in a while. But Heath just spotted one up on the skyline, and he is definitely not the nicest buck we've seen, for sure, but he's like in there in the top 5. So we'll keep driving this area. We found like a nice little like triangle of water tanks that we've seen some good pronghorn in, so we're just gonna keep on driving and scouting, and we'll see what else we can turn up before we go back to camp.
It's like midday, 12:30.
Yeah.
Sorry, the video quality is not that good because the mirage is pretty bad from the heat waves.
It's like 99 degrees out.
Yeah, pushing almost 100 degrees, so it's pretty warm out today.
No clouds.
No, midday. So we'll keep going maybe a couple more hours and then get back to camp here on our way back now. I think get some food and then get out of here. But I think we've got some good intel, so we've seen a lot of pronghorn this trip.
Yeah. Feeling pretty confident for hunting season, definitely. Like just knowing the area and where we've seen them, for sure.
Yeah, I've probably added another 5 to 10-ish waypoints today. A lot of water waypoints and where we've seen pronghorn. So
we've seen probably 20 plus again today.
Yeah.
So not bad.
Hey guys, well, thanks for hanging out with us for a couple days. Well, a day and a half while we went and scouted for our pronghorn tags. Hopefully maybe you guys learned a couple things and we showed you some cool footage of some animals. But we are all packed up. It's really hot. It's pushing like 100 degrees. So we packed up and we're gonna get on out of here. We gotta, KK's gotta go to work tomorrow. And just a day and a half out here, and plus we're completely out of ice, so the Yeti was money, but it still struggled a little bit out here in the 100 degrees. So and we're out of food, kind of, unless we want to eat Mountain House the rest of the couple days. So but I think we got some good intel. We hit all 3 things. Yep. Which were
find the animals, learn the area, find the water.
Find water sources, and we did all that, I think, so. It's so hot. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys next time.